Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey, and I'm going to give you a quick look today how I planned my August monthly view. As you can see, I have a couple of stamp sets from Sweet Stamp Shop and some washi from Sweet Stamp Shop as well that I am going to use to decorate my monthly view. I don't usually use the monthly view. If I do anything at all, it's purely decorative. And so today I decided that I was going to capture the couple of highlights here for the month and then also add a whole bunch of decor as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the brand new cartoon alpha, and I am going to spell out the word Iowa, which is actually happening in September, but I thought it would be good to have right there in the August monthly view because you know how things like that creep up on you, especially if it's on like the first or the second and you haven't flipped over your calendar yet. And since we're traveling that particular weekend, I thought that it would be a good idea to just go ahead and stamp with that. I'm using my black VersaFine ink just like I always do, and then I'm just simply wiping the excess ink off on an alcohol-free baby wipe. Now I'm going to take this arrow from the Banners and More set just to notate that that's like an ongoing thing, like it's just happening over that whole weekend. Now I'm also going to use a couple of the different little pieces from the Banners and More to notate those couple of other events that I wanted to do. So that super cute little wreath is going to make a great birthday notation, and then I will also use this cute little pencil cup full of pencils and pens to notate the first day of school. So those are all of my exciting activities. I know you're overwhelmed with how much I have to keep track of. I know. But if I had other things going on, I would absolutely add them as well. So now I'm just using these stamp sets, or the stamps, excuse me, from the Drive By Sweet Stamp Shop Drive by Sweet stamp set just to add some decoration throughout this month. And I really like this set because it's playful and it's cheerful and it lends itself to a whole lot of customization. Just like you're seeing there, I only inked up one of those two buildings that's on that little stamp. And this way I could make it as long or as short as I wanted it to be. So now as you can see for that particular cluster of buildings, I made it quite large and added the stamp sets together to create more than just one little cluster. And for these other two little clusters, I'm just having the two stamps that are included in the set together side by side, no additions or subtractions. Now I have the basic format right here. That's really pretty much it. Now I'm going to add some of the washi tape. For the long row of houses and buildings, I'm going to use both of this sets of washi that I showed you, or both of the rolls of washi that I showed you, this green trees, and just trim up the edges with my X-Acto knife, and then also use that green trees washi over here on the right hand side. Now I'll also pull out the buildings washi and add that to the long row of houses, but then I will also use it on the short top row of them as well. Now I really wanted the focal point, or the place that your eye is initially drawn to, be this bottom row, hence why it's longer and has the double washi tape as opposed to the other two that are accents for that longer one. Now I'm going to take my Tombow dual brush pens and color in the different buildings throughout all three of the clusters. Now I'm going to use and stick fairly close to the color palette that is in that building's washi. There's a couple of reasons for this. One, I already think the washi tape is super cute. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I know that it all looks great together. So I can just follow it along and color by and large what I have that matches with the washi. And then two, this just makes my crafting a whole lot more simple. I don't have to think too much about it, and I know that I'm going to have really cute results. So this is really fun too because it's a mix of colors that I wouldn't normally maybe use together, but I know looks really great in the end, and I'm really excited about that. Particularly these two different shades of lavender, because I don't use a whole lot of lavender in my crafting, but I really do love the way that it looks here, and so it's a really fun thing to do. I'm not adding any shading or anything special, just simply coloring like a 5-year-old would do on a piece of paper. I don't need to go crazy with this because the stamps are fairly small and there's not a whole lot of excess room to really make anything stand out or anything like that. So now I'm just filling in some of the little details with some of the different colors, and again following the colors that are already in the washi tape. Now I will go and shade those words of Iowa as well, and I will do a little bit of color blending there just to make it stand out and have that ombre effect, but that's the only piece here that'll get any more complicated than just straight up simple coloring. Now, as you can see, I'm just filling in the tiny little bits and pieces that are left because I'm getting very close to being finished. So thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoyed looking at how I decorated this month. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.